Hello and welcome to the Kundalini podcast. That was Zen. This is Thou. I'm Vivek Govekar. Namaste. This is episode 102. So, I did something funny. I made an attempt to make an audio only episode. And because I've memorized this line, hello and welcome to the Kundalini podcast, so and so, blah, blah, blah. I said, and this is episode 102. Didn't realize until the end of the first episode that I had made that error and brought some of my video persona to the audio files that I created, and the whole episode got published exactly as the same way. But I've done that before with this series as well. I let the mistakes happen because this is a spontaneous chat with friends. It's not a prepared talk by any means. Does it have elements of thoughts that are going through my mind and have been going through my mind for the recent past, say the last week, up to a week? The advantage of being a Taoist is nothing past 1 week stays in your mind. If it is there from years and years ago, it is in a distilled, simplified form. So, past 1 week is what matters. I actually live this lifestyle of going week to week, day to day, and only remembering, things as far as maybe a year back if I need to, but mostly just staying stuck in that day, that week. So a week ago, if I had a thought and I've been thinking about it, naturally my thoughts are about this video series as well. And I thought, okay, what if I made a completely audio podcast, like a real podcast, the way it's supposed to be made. And so the first episode is ready and published. You can check it out. You can search on Spotify or Anchor. Anchor is the wonderful app I've been using to make these podcast episodes. And as I make them, they guide you really well. They guide you through making a trailer. There's a wonderful collection of pre-recorded music conducive to each of those elements. So if you're making a trailer, you have perfect music that sets up the episode that's coming up, and you just have to add your words, which you have to present in a certain style. And fortunately for me, because I've been making these videos, I had a style prepared. So check it out. It's on Anchor, it's on Spotify. It's called That Was Zen, This Is Thou. Simplified as much as possible. This is the video series, so that's the audio series. Now the question remains, am I going to make something that is audio which is different from what I make in my files that are on video by YouTube? I have no idea. I'm just exploring it as a new venture along with the video podcast. I would like to think that some things that can be done on audio that are better, like leading people in chanting, more audio effects where I can do guided meditations more often. The distraction of my presence and the background around me is not there. So removing video elements actually opens up degrees of freedom of what can be added and how that can be a process of a guided meditation, something regimented, something that is like a fitness routine, but a mental fitness routine. A mental coach taking you through steps of guided meditation, or mindfulness done through demonstration, as we all mindfully observe a certain object. And I can prepare people for the next episode. How about this? This is my episode for today, 14 minutes, and then 5 minutes of, hey, how about we do this? And so people can come prepared the next week on a set day at a set time. And the next episode, pre-taped, not live, but still guiding them through what was prepared for the week before. Different ideas that came to me which are better for the audio format. So in that case, I think it's not going to be just a repeat of what I do on YouTube. I would like to explore the avenues offered by audio podcast as a medium. And let's see where this goes. So please check the first 2 episodes out. I think the first episode is just a continuation of where I left off here on YouTube as an easy reference for myself. And it was about make the world better, leave it better than you found it, as a concept. So this was my idea for episode 102 on this YouTube series of That Was Then, This Is Thou. And some of those same themes have been explored on the audio series. Because it was my first episode, I only started getting better ideas of how to handle the audio format by making that and publishing that episode. Leave the world better than you found it. And how it works with this living on a day-to-day basis. Today, I'm trying to cleanse as much of my past as possible, including the recent past, the long-term past that hinders or detriments my progress. Today, I only bring into my mind what is necessary moving forward for a new life. Day one, a reset from the past, and I start anew. Now, even that requires a framework. If you start forgetting everything, but you're proceeding forward with so much confidence, enthusiasm, courage, and boldness and happiness, joy derived from, all your practices, keeping your mental faculties sharp and functioning for whatever comes in your life with enthusiasm, with joy, and you're moving forward. So some framework, some infrastructure has to be put in place for that, going from the past into the future. We're still going from the past into the future. So not to be forgotten that you're doing all of this so that your future is better. Being in the present moment doesn't mean that you shouldn't plan for a future. You should, in fact, plan for a better future. That's what you're doing. So the framework I use that works for me is these resets on equinoxes and solstices. Tomorrow is an important day. The entire period from today, tomorrow, the day after, moving into the autumn or fall season. And it's a full moon. It's close to a full moon. So it's a full moon as well as the autumnal equinox. September 21st. That's tomorrow. Today happens to be my brother's birthday, my kid brother Ame. Happy birthday. And moving on into the fall season, different energies need to be harnessed. In my case, personally, for the Kundalini awakening and my process to go well, I have to change certain things, which is just, have I used my summer energies well? I believe I have, because I've made these videos, I've taken quite a few pictures. And what do I do? What shifts do I need to make? And surrendering to the Almighty. All of these things that have been bothering me have accumulated over the last 3 months that have to be addressed, even though I'm in the present moment every day. Stuff accumulates that you need to address in a very real world, practical way and make the changes necessary. Because there's always going to be some accumulation because you're in a set pattern. It's all about setting patterns. And moving from better patterns, like worse patterns, to better patterns and even better patterns every day requires you to take a look back. I do it in 3-month packets. So June 21st, 2021, 6/21/21, to 9/21/21, September 21st, 2021. How do I move ahead? And my next benchmark will be December 21st, from the fall season into the winter season, and how to harness those energies the right way. Now, this is my 3-month quarter that has opened up, 4 quarters in the year. And I am blessed, grateful, things are moving in the right direction from the summer quarter. And immense energy that can be harnessed. Very few obstacles taken with me, very few roadblocks and old sabotaging impediments in the mind have been cleansed. So I'm leaving them out for good, moving into the future. And ready to face the responsibilities of the immediate past with cheerfulness, knowing that you have accomplished some great things and you can only get better from here, and going from success to success, minimizing the amount of self-inflicted, unforced errors that you bring into your life. That is definitely on a firm footing and a very good track moving forward. Knowing that, then you can reflect back when you're looking back at these kind of things. Okay, how was the last 3-month period for me? How can I adapt and get even better? Compounding this situation is the past COVID pandemic jolt that we all received and we all had to recover from. So we are doing our best collectively as well. But the last 3 months, including that collective trauma, how to deal with it, crisis mode, has all been handled well by techniques that were set in place by me, guided by the higher power, using mantras, using mindfulness. Cannot emphasize enough how important all of these things are on a continuing basis, done on a daily basis. So that's your daily routine for what you choose to start your day with. What intent do you bring into your consciousness moving forward? Have you thanked God? Have you set a focused intent pattern, given it visualization? That's the fertilizer and water that you're giving to those thoughts and ideas, is powerful positive focus and intent. Have you, through your positive actions, shown that light on the outside as well with the people and events that come into your life? Have you bothered to follow on a routine, and now midday you're checking back on that routine and how many things accomplished, and happy, and taking a mid-morning break, again thanking God, doing a reset, working into the day, moving cheerfully into the next phase. That's the day part. Now you're living within that capsule, bookended time capsule called a day, 1 day, 24 hours, or however long, and what your productivity cycle is, how you have set it up. Prep work. If you are about to go install a lot of machinery and you have loose parts lying around in a bag, but you could set them up in the chronological order that you need and do some pre-prep, so that a part needs assembly and you have those 3 or 4 parts lying around. Put them together before going into wherever you are going to do your work. And when you start work, you have a pre-assembled part that you just put in, instead of they're assembling it, spending that time. Doing prep work before always makes the rest of your day better. So has your prep work worked? What can you assess and improve going into the next day? Write that down. Have journals, have ideas stored somewhere that are in your consciousness, and work the best way for you. Because whatever you're doing in the day, when you go back, relax and reassess everything, you will need some visual guidance to even remembering what happened during the day. For me, I take pictures, so I remember that part, but writing it down puts your focused intent down as well. So leaving the world a better place than you found it starts with leaving yourself better organized, starting with your weaknesses. Like mine is procrastination. Sometimes I get lazy, and that's why an overload of so many methods helps me. So reassessment by writing stuff down, going into the next quarter, going into the next day, is a good way of setting course for the day and letting those thoughts circulate in your mind as you're sleeping. Now you've set up a pattern even for your dreams. Your dreams take the pattern of the most focused intent you had before you went to bed. Positive affirmations, visualizations, and saying thank you God for that day before your eyes close, you go to bed. Now naturally those thoughts will germinate, percolate within your consciousness, create some patterns into your subconscious. And now those patterns, if they are repeated on a daily basis, will create more grooved patterns of abundance, of beautiful visions that you bring into fruition through your own actions, putting your work to good use every single day. You put in some kind of a pattern for that, visualized it. You wake up the next day fresh, ready to tackle the next day, happy about it, and the next pattern gets enacted that day through your actions. It helps to have your emotions in check if you have a pre-grooved pattern, also accounting for some eventualities that may not be under your control, being patient through them, having your emotions completely under check, and just going about doing the tasks set up for that day. Not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, not even bringing that kind of a mindset, whatever it takes, putting a music playlist on, reading a certain book or some quotes that help you pep up and get into that mood, drinking a warm cup of coffee, whatever it could be, to set that reset and move into a pattern that helps you groove more patterns, whatever you have taken from your subconscious in the morning, and how you're going to do it, and today how you're going to do it better. Oh, this time I'm going to pre-assemble those parts and take them and install them just as I get there. I hope you found this helpful. This is Vivek Govekar signing off. Please check out my podcast, the actual audio podcast. It's on Spotify, It's on Anchor. And of course, like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you feel. Peace, love, blessings. Be well.